What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. Spam those L's in the chat because now we are coming fresh off another terrible loss this season. I thought, listen, dude, we were talking in the pregame, Patty postgame party, we're going to have Club Unhinged on a Sunday night, Club going up on a Tuesday. I feel pain, dude. And I think right now, as you guys spam the L's, I think we have to do something that's very symbolic and something that we haven't done yet live on stream. So, chat, spam those L's. I'm in pain, dude. I'm in pain. Now, listen, let me tell you guys right now. The Yankees are now out of a second wildcard spot. They are. Shout out to RevHeads for subscribing. The Yankees are now out of that second wildcard spot. They're a game back, I believe, because the Blue Jays did decapitate the Orioles today. But the season's not over. I'm telling you guys this right now. The Yankee season's not over. If you guys thought I was going to come on here and be like, Yankee season over, no. Am I in pain? Yes. Is the Yankee season over? No. Tonight was a demoralizing loss, but listen, chat, we have some things to talk about from tonight's game. But listen, before we get into anything, let's take a 10-slash roll call. Appreciate you all for stopping by. Listen, it's 12:43 a.m. on a school night, on a work night, so I appreciate everyone who is currently in the chat. We'll rock on here for a little bit. I also appreciate everybody who's coming over from Wardy's stream. Appreciate all you guys who stopped in there for 4.5 hours. We were live on his channel watching the game, so yeah. Let's see who we got in the chat. We got D Nisho, a.k.a. Amy. We got Josh Chibuzi, Yo Elvis, Martin, Tony. We got Michael K. Don't think that's the real Michael K. But who else we got? We got Timothy, Big Brain Borg, Martin, Frank, Nick, Peyton, Emilio, Brad, Tony, Yankee, Victor, TC Steels. We got Dale, Noel, Frank, Fishy Santa. We got Your Cart. We got Ninja Reactions, Not So Family Fun, Vision, Johnny, Ray Bank, Sophia, V-Dog. Appreciate you all so much. Listen, if I miss anyone, you guys know the deal. Write a very strongly worded email to unhingedservice@gmail.com and then go from there. But let me tell you guys, tonight's game, all things considered, it was an awesome game to watch, despite the fact that the Yankees did end up losing in the end. The vibes were there. The Yankees' comeback was there. It felt kind of like Field of Dreams, right, chat? It felt like Field of Dreams, Field of Nightmares, actually. How the Yankees somehow pulled off the comeback, and then they ended up blowing in the end. But overall, if someone wants to take like a positive twist from today's game, maybe the whole antics from Lindor maybe woke the Yankees up a little bit. Didn't wake them up enough to kind of win tonight's game, but maybe it wakes them up moving forward. Tomorrow, we head back to the stadium for one game against the Twins, and then after that, we have a 3-game series in Baltimore against the Orioles. Then I believe we come back home for 6 games against the Indians and Rangers. So, chat, that's why I'm telling you guys right now, the season is not over by any means. I'm telling you guys this right now, the season is not over. Anybody who wants to say the season is over, that's on you, dude. That's on you. If you truly believe that in the bottom of your heart, go for it. But I'm not going to come on here and say the season's over when the Yankees are game out of the second wildcard spot. Is it looking good? No. But, I mean, looking at, like, 3 games left against the Rays, 3 games left against the Blue Jays, 3 games left against the Red Sox, is the season trending in the right direction? No. But is it over? Not at all as well. This is just one of those losses that's demoralizing, right? Francisco Lindor owned us tonight. Let me say this right now. Chad Green sucks. Chad Green needs to be like DFA. I want him nowhere near like big game situations ever again, bro. Literally take him and Chapman, leave them in Citi Field because they could probably use some bullpen help as well, throwing out Brad Hand against Giancarlo Stanton. But yeah, I mean, dude, the fact that we can't really trust anyone in the bullpen. Clark didn't look too good tonight. Heaney didn't look too bad, to be honest with you guys. And then Wandy came in. He gave up a run, didn't he? I'm not going over the box score tonight because it's just not worth our time. But yeah, Chad Green got to go. Chapman got to go. Bro, I don't trust any of these guys anymore. But like I said, I think the Yankees might be trending in a good direction. It all kind of depends on, though, like whether or not Aaron Judge is healthy. If Aaron Judge is not healthy, because for anybody who didn't watch tonight's game, he left, I believe, in the 3rd inning, maybe 4th, I don't know, like mid-game-ish, with dizziness. So in the middle of his first at-bat, they stopped the at-bat, gave him eye drops. And then he kind of continued, but he struck out, I believe. But he left the game tonight with dizziness, so I doubt Judge is going to be playing tomorrow in the game against the Twins. But, dude, if Judge has to, be put on the IL or something, then I might come on here and say the season's over. That's possible. But as Big Brain Borg just said, the Yankees are also one game out of the first wild card. That's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Because, listen, dude, I'm pulling up the standings real quick. Just because Boston lost, right? So we're looking at Boston losing. So because of that, them and the Blue Jays are tied for both wildcard spots. So therefore, the Yankees are one game out of the top wildcard spot as well. I know, obviously, you'd want to win today, so that, it's a three-way tie, I guess. But we're still only one game out. The Yankees just need to kick it into high gear. And I think the main problem is that this team kind of lacks a sense of urgency, right? We have a few players on this team that do kind of, sense the moment and do realize that, they need to be winning these games. And it's weird that it takes, Francisco Lindor talking shit, which is something I do want to get into, for this team to kind of wake up. There's a few guys that always care about winning, right? You have Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Luke Voit, Garrett Cole. Those are the guys who I look at, and I'm like, yo, they want to win day in, day out, no matter what. And then there's some other guys who it just seems like, I don't want to say they don't care, but I don't think they carry the same sense of urgency as the other players, right? I'm looking at guys like Glaber and Gio and whoever else, but regardless, shout out to Pedro with the $5 dono. Appreciate you so much, my man. He says, hit that like button for Pat. Let's go. It's not over until it's over. Let's go. I appreciate the optimism, dude. It's so tough to be optimistic about this team right now, and that's why I give anybody who is being optimistic about the Yankees a ton of credit, because it's not an easy thing to do right now, considering how poorly this team has been playing lately and how inconsistent they've been. Not only inconsistent throughout games, but dude, inning by inning. It's unbelievable how brutal the Yankees have looked lately. But chat, questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to talk about in the chat, let me know, and I'll hit on that. I'll hit on whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll be on here tonight, but we'll see. Michael says Derek said Yankees are done. Oh, so because Derek said the Yankees are done, that means the season's over, right? Michael, bozo. Michael, stop. Michael, you were probably praying the Yankees lost today, dude. Probably praying they lost. But, dude, listen. Love Derek. Don't get me wrong. But anybody who's saying, the season's over because Derek said so, get out of here with that, bro. Literally miss me with that. That's a bozo move from Derek. A rare Derek L. But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I give people credit, whoever's kind of, looking at this team right now and being like, yo, we're not dead. Because it's the easy route to go to be like, yeah, this season's over. It is what it is. But the fact that I'm looking at the standings and the fact that we're going up against, we have a 10-game stretch right now where we're facing teams all below 500. So, with that being said, I know the Yankees haven't played well against bad teams as of late, but that doesn't mean that they can't turn things around going into Yankee Stadium tomorrow and having this one game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, chat, I want to touch on the Lindor thing real quick because I saw you Elvis said talk about Lindor. Absolute bozo move by Lindor. Apparently so he hits a home run, and he runs around second base doing a little whistling sign to whoever, I guess, Stanton in the outfield. I don't know. And apparently it was because the Yankees were whistling last night because Taijuan Walker was tipping pitches. Absolute bozo move by Francisco Lindor, bro. The fact that you're, acting like a big shot. First of all, when you're having one of the worst seasons of career after signing a major contract, you bum. Second of all, your team was one game under 500. Congrats. The New York Mets are at 500 now, Lindor. You're the king of the city. Shut up. And third of all, you're upset because your pitcher was tipping pitches. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me with that, Lindor. You're still a bum. You're still an overpaid bozo. And that's just a fact. That's literally a fact, bro. The fact that he's pissed off because his own pitcher was tipping pitches, you're a bum, dude. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I think the way Stanton handled it after hitting his home run was huge. Giancarlo Stanton deserves zero hate by anybody in the fan base. So, yeah, bro. If anybody's still hating on Giancarlo Stanton, you got it all wrong. So, what else happened tonight? I mean, they had that little benches clearing brawl after Stanton hit the home run. It wasn't necessarily a brawl, but you guys know what I mean. And then, of course, Chad Green gave up the poetic game-losing home run to Francisco Lindor. Also, can I say this right now? Don't really care if anybody comes after me for this. I'm so tired of Brett Gardner. The fact that Brett Gardner had to come into the game today, I know chat's going to be like, Patty's been so hot lately. When you put Brett Gardner up against some of the premier pitchers in baseball, Brett Gardner can't hit velocity, and that's just a fact, bro. You put him up against Edluz Diaz, who even though Diaz sucks, bro, he throws hard, and Brett Gardner cannot touch any fastball that's over 96 miles per hour. I'm tired of seeing it, and the fact that we're definitely going to see him tomorrow as well. Gardner hurt the Yankees much more than he helped them tonight. The only thing that Gardner gets a pass for was it was funny when, like, dude, he's, like, giving Lindor the thumbs down. That was funny. But regardless, I don't want to see him playing center field for the Yankees every day. And the fact that Judge is going to be sitting tomorrow because of the dizziness thing makes me sick to my stomach. Gardner's a huge contributor to the struggles this year. I disagree. I think Gardner has hurt the Yankees much more this year than he's actually helped them, whether you want to believe it or not. This little, 3-week hot streak that he's been on in the month of September, late August, that doesn't make up for the fact that he's been putrid for the Yankees since the beginning of April. So get out of here with that. Gardner's been hot lately. Miss me with that. But look, overall. Yo, shout out to Wardy. We got Wardy in the chat. He says, what an effing game. Had a blast, bro. Listen, dude, like I said, anybody who's coming over from Wardy's stream, appreciate you guys so much. Thrilling game tonight. Just chat. I'm the captain now. You guys know the deal. I genuinely wish that we could hop on here tonight and have like a Patty post-game party, but like the vibes just aren't there right now. And obviously it's because the Yankees lost a heartbreaker tonight, but I feel like we're numb to it. Chat, aren't we just numb to these just demoralizing losses? I'm dead inside. It's sad, but it's true, dude. It's so... I don't know. And it's so sick because, like, right when we saw Chad Green come into that game, I know that I'm not the only one who's like, yo, he's bound to give up a game-losing home run, right? Chad Green has not come in clutch for the Yankees at any point this season. I don't know how he still keeps getting these opportunities. It actually makes me sick to my stomach, but, like, at the end of the day, what are you going to do, bro? And as Shabuzi just said, losers give up, winners never die. We are not quitting on this team until I see an E next to their name. And whoever is giving up on this team right now, don't want to see anyone in this chat who's saying that they're a loser anytime again. You guys know what I'm saying. But yo, shout out to Jesus, a.k.a. King Chavez with the $10 dono. Appreciate you so much, my man. It's the Unhinged Hippo guy. He's like in his chair. He's wrecked, dude. That's me. That's me right now. That was me on Wardy's stream when Green gave up that home run to Lindor. But bang, bang, bang. Give me those Brian Fingerguns for Jesus. Appreciate you so much, man. Genuinely appreciate it. But yeah, not an ideal night whatsoever for a Yankees fan. Yeah, chat, questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Let's hit on it. Not so family fun Vince says, but when Wade's hot for 3 weeks, he deserves to start every game. What? Dude, you're literally missing the point here. The difference is that Tyler Wade is a very young player who has like a bright future ahead of him. Meanwhile, Brett Gardner's a 38-year-old outfielder who has had one good month this season and needs to retire, but won't because he continues batting second and third in the Yankees lineup. That's the major difference here. And anybody who's still biting like Brett Gardner's ass and being like, yo, he's such a veteran leader. Why did the veteran leader have zero say in the team discussion that took place the other night? And it was Kyle Higashioka, Aaron Judge, Andrew Velasquez, and Corey Kluber. Really, bro. Veteran leadership, my ass, dude. Jalen says, I don't understand why they put Gardner over Wade when Judge left. Let this sink in. You're telling me Gardner is a better outfielder than Wade? That's so BS, but it's still inspirational. Wade pinch ran. Bro, Tyler Wade's inspirational, for sure. And I think that they should have brought in Tyler Wade to replace Aaron Judge. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. But what are you going to do, bro? All we could do at this point, right, is look at the Yankee schedule moving forward. Put tonight behind us. If you want to carry any sort of, like, momentum moving forward from this game, like that maybe Lindor lit a spark underneath this Yankees team, maybe. Go for it. But you have to realize now we have one game against the Twins tomorrow. A team that we historically destroy at Yankee Stadium. Perfect. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going up against the Baltimore Orioles in Camden Yards. Maybe, like we said, the best thing for the Yankees right now is to get away from New York, get away from Yankee Stadium. So after tomorrow, they go on a little 3-game road trip, I believe, and then they come home for 6 games against the Indians and the Rangers, 2 teams that are not playing too well this season, and 2 teams that the Yankees could easily, I want to say, boat sweep. That would be an ideal situation, right? So that's why I'm telling you guys the season's not over, because we don't know what's going to happen within the next week or so. Bro, if the Yankees go like 0-10 in their next 10 games, yeah, 1,000% they're done. But as of right now, they're 1 game out of both wildcard spots. The season is far, far, far from over, bro. If you would have told me that, like, the way the Yankees have played this season, if you'd be 1 game out of a wildcard spot with less than 20 games to go, I'd take my odds there, bro. And they're not trending in the right direction, but we still got this. We still got this. Who's coming after Laurie? No. Like, seriously? Like, Mod THG, Lori, I don't care. Timeout. Timeout whoever's, like, talking trash. You guys know who I'm talking about. Emilio says the Jays have no chance against the Rays. Bro, I hope we're all Rays fans. We're all Rays fans going into the series against the Jays. That's what we're looking at. Los Janky says, Pat, sorry, this is the last time I'm watching your stream until we see the E, so I could say I told you so. We'll still troll on Twitter. See, but, like, this is the psychotic mindset of Yankees fans. Do you guys not realize, like, why I say sometimes that the Yankees have, like, one of the worst fan bases in baseball? Because rather than rallying behind your team that's struggling, a team that's only one game out of a wild card spot now, a lot of Yankee fans are taking the approach where they're like, bro, at this point, I'm rooting for the Yankees to lose just so I could rub it in everyone's face who still has faith in this team. That's literally such a bozo move that it's not even funny. Disgusting, bro. And honestly, Waf Gladiator is right. They are trending in the right direction. The offense looks like they're coming around a little bit. They scored 14 runs in the last 2 games. Hopefully, Tyone's coming back soon. Cole's coming back soon. Hopefully, just Loaiza is coming back soon. Bro, the Yankees need to get hot, and the offense is getting hot. They need the pitching to back them as well. Anybody who's still, like, rooting for the Yankees' downfall, you're an absolute loser, bro. You're a weirdo, and you're psychotic. But yo, shout out to Jesus, a.k.a. King Chops, with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. Bro, anyone who's bringing negative vibes is just not wanted here at all. It is what it is. Michael Brachia says, you really want to see this team in the playoffs? Yes. Bro, like, what kind of question is that? You really have people saying that you don't want to see the Yankees in the playoffs? Chat, do you guys want to see the Yankees in the playoffs this year, yes or no? If anyone is saying no, there's no chance you're a Yankee fan. There's literally no chance you're a Yankee fan if you're rooting for this team to not make the postseason. What is wrong with you? Actually weirdos, bro. Literally anyone who's saying, yo, this team's done, bro. Season's over. This team sucks. They have no heart. They have no passion. They have no integrity. I don't think they want to win. Season's over. Bro, what a loser. You're literally a loser if that's your mentality. And I love to see all those yeses. Because let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. Fairweather fans are the worst, Jazz. I'm over it. Like, let's not forget that the Yankees had a hard-fought game today. I know, a loss is a loss. You had a terrible loss, but listen, that's on Chad Green. That's on the Yankees bullpen. Trash. The offense tonight was great. Let's not forget, Gleyber Torres hit a big home run tonight, okay? That's big news moving forward. The fact that Gleyber Torres showed a little bit of a sign of life, he hit a home run on a pitch that was 3 feet inside. Let's go, dude. Let's go. So maybe Gleyber could start to get hot going down the stretch. Velasquez is gone, so we need Gleyber to actually start coming through. The Yankees have a good chance of making the playoffs, dude. I don't care what Fangraphs is saying. They probably have the Yankees at like a 30% chance of making the playoffs. I don't care. Because when I look at the wildcard standings and I see one game back of both wildcard spots, anything could happen, dude. I hope that motivated some of you. I hope anybody who's on the fence of being like, yo, Pat, the season's over, and Pat, the season's on, I hope you're kind of on the side of the fence where the season's still on, dude. I think a lot of people forget, like, this isn't make or break the season here. Obviously, tonight, you want to win this game. You want to be tied for that wild card spot. But also at the same time, we have, 19 games left? 18 games left? 18 games left, 1 game back. I'll take my odds. Especially with Blue Jays playing Tampa coming up, right? We got this, dude. We got this. Pop Glegning says, I think the deciding factor on if we make the playoffs is the last 9 games we play. I think if the Rays secure the 1 seed in the AL, the last 3 games should be easy wins. It's going to be interesting, for sure. And I'm telling you guys right now, the Yankees season will probably come down to the 6 games they play to end the season. Well, before the final series in the Bronx against the Rays. But the final 6 games before that, there's 3 in Boston, 3 in Toronto. The Yankees are going to have to really just find something inside of them and play very well that series. And I'm telling you guys right now, if there comes a time where the Yankees go into those 6 games against the Blue Jays and the Red Sox and they go 6-0, I don't want to see anybody coming in the chat and being like, let's go, Yankees are so back. Because if you're not here now doing that, I don't want to see you here then. Literally, bro, like anybody with that negative mindset is so toxic. You must not be any fun at parties, bro. You must not be any fun. And for all the bozos who are like, yo, Pat, I'm rooting for the Yankees to not make the playoffs. You're a loser, dude. Like, literally. My God. I've never seen any fan base more psychotic in my life. I get being, like, pessimistic about this team right now. But it's one thing to be pessimistic about the New York Yankees, and it's another thing to completely write off their season hopes. Two completely different things, bro. It's sickening. God, I love to see all those W's, bro. I love to see all those W's. As Lori said, the offense looks a little bit better, and I think tonight was good for them, what Stanton did. Bro, I genuinely hope that Stanton kind of lit a spark underneath this team. Shout out to Giancarlo Stanton. If he could kind of pick things up again, because I know he was on a little bit of a cold streak with Judge as of late. But, dude, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, they're going to be the key contributors to the Yankees going down the stretch. And honestly, if Judge is in the starting lineup tomorrow, that's like the biggest thing that needs to happen, dude. If Aaron Judge is healthy and back in the lineup, that's huge. Shout out to Jesus A.K. King Chavez with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. He says spam W's for Majestical Chicken. Why you guys spamming W's for Majestical Chicken? Okay. Shout out to Majestical Chicken, dude. Let's see. Jazz says we lost, but this team showed so much energy in the series. Exactly. Listen, if there's any good takeaways that we could take away from the series as a whole, the Yankees showed fire for the first time in a while. Now, the Mets always kind of give the Yankees a hard time, so maybe they could kind of walk it back into home, beat up on the Twins, go to Baltimore, beat up on the Orioles, and come back home, and then carry whatever momentum that they might be able to gain in Baltimore and take that moving forward. You know what I mean? Majestical Chicken says, I just too majestical. That's why, Pat. Fair enough. I think that's fair. Sure. Pat, we're winning the World Series. Don't listen to the haters. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the World Series win. I really am. And it's so funny right now because the Unhinged group chat that we're in has 40. I have 47 unread messages from that group chat. I don't even want to look at it because, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm basically the only member of the team right now who has any sort of optimism about the Yankees moving forward. And I get it. I get it. It's one thing to not be optimistic about this team, but then it's another thing to say the season's over. I don't think you guys realize that, like, it's two completely different things, dude. Two completely different things to say. Shout out to Poppy Shampoo with the $5 dono. Appreciate you so much, my man. Give me those Brian Ferry guns. Bang, bang. Bang, let's go. He says, I'm sorry, Pat. I know you love him and all, but I think a lot of us can agree that when A-Rod broadcasts a Yankee game, he's usually hating on the Yanks. I wasn't able to listen to tonight's game because I was doing the watch party with Wardy on his channel. But listen, A-Rod says whatever he wants to say. I think A-Rod, when he's on Fox, is actually a lot better. I don't know if it has anything to do with Fox or ESPN. But I don't know, dude. It is what it is. Michael says, Pat acts like if the Yankees make the playoffs, we are going to go far. Like, bro, this team is so flawed. We got to stop giving this team credit for a last wildcard spot. Bro, Michael. I'm assuming that you've been a fan of baseball for a very long time, right? How many times have we seen a baseball team get into a wildcard game and anything can happen from there? Literally anything can happen from there. Now, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, because I was just, 5 months old at the time. But were the 2000 Yankees not completely limping into the postseason in 2000, and they ended up winning the World Series? Bro, we could look at so many wildcard teams that have won the World Series. Bro, look at the 2014 Royals, okay? The 2014 Royals and the 2014 Giants were both wildcard teams, and they both went to Game 7 of the World Series that year. Bro, making the wildcard, all you have to do is get in, win that wildcard game, and then anything can happen. Mike says that team won their division, Pat. It doesn't matter because back in those days, the wild card wasn't a one-game wild card game. All I'm saying is that, bro, they made the playoffs limping into it. It doesn't matter. Let's go, dude. Bro, the fact, like, seeing all the people in the chat being so negative just makes me even more hype because, like, seeing all the people being so negative just makes me so excited to turn around, like, at the end of the season and be able to celebrate the Yankees wild card win with the people who actually stuck with this team the entire time. And it's going to be hysterical when, like, the people who jumped off the train are going to try to jump back on. And the funniest part will be, God forbid the Yankees don't make that wildcard spot, so many people that are, like, counting the Yankees out right now are going to have that same mentality as that other dude from before. They're going to come into the chat be like, Pat, I told you so. Bro, if the Yankees get eliminated from the postseason contention on, like, the last game of the season, Pat, I told you so. I told you that the Yankees weren't going to be making the wild card. I told you the season's over. You know what the difference is? That you were telling me this 3 weeks before the season ended. Major difference between when the Yankees are mathematically eliminated and 3 weeks from when the season's over and the Yankees are only one game back. You're a bum, dude. That's loser mentality. That's straight up loser mentality. Losers, bro. John says Vasgersian and A-Rod were low-key taking shot at Boone since the first inning because they knew Andrew Heaney was coming in the game. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Add a rant to the title, Pat. Is this even a rant? I feel like this is just like my usual conversation, you know what I mean? Shout out to Poppy Champu with the $2 dono, though. Appreciate you so much, my man. 2000 Yanks had 87 wins, I believe. Have faith, people. Thank you. Thank you. Poppy Champu, love you, bro. Have faith, dude. Have faith. Like, what do you guys accomplish in life by being so negative? What do you accomplish? You just make your own day more miserable. Like, are you trying to make more people miserable? Is that what your goal is? Because if it is, you're clearly not working, bro. You're just making me more optimistic about this team. If all the losers who are coming in the chat and saying season's over think that they're trying to like make me turn coat, it's not working because I'm just getting more positive about this team. I'm looking at all the positives from this series and taking that moving forward. We're done with National League games. That means we're going to have our full lineup in every single night. Bring Luke Voit back into the lineup because he looked good in this Mets series when he did pinch hit. And I just go from there, bro. Dominate the competition. That's all you can do. Listen, like looking at tomorrow, I don't necessarily know who's going to be on the mound for the Yankees. We can look at who's going to be on the mound for the Twins. Hopefully it's a good matchup. And it's a day game tomorrow. So, chat, I'll see you guys for the pregame at 1 p.m. But it's John Gant going up against Luis Gil. So Luis Gil is going to be making a start for the Yankees tomorrow. John Gant, I'm pretty sure we faced him not too long ago, I believe. Yeah, we faced him on August 19th, and we scored 4 runs off him in 3 1/3. So anybody who's counting out tomorrow's game against the Twins, you're a bozo, bro. We have Gil on the mound going up against not a good Twins team, so we could easily win that game tomorrow. And then Tuesday, first game against the Orioles. Bro, Cole is coming back. Garrett Cole is pitching on Tuesday, chat, going up against the Orioles and Alexander Wells, a guy with a 7.15 ERA this season. Like, bro, Wednesday we have to go up against Means, but who cares? I'm pretty sure we did decent against him last time. Let's go, dude. If you're not hype right now, get hype. I know we're coming off a loss, but things are looking good moving forward, bro. Let's go. Will you stream the game? No, I will not. Pat, did you think the Yankees were actually whistling? I don't know what they were doing. But regardless, the fact that Francisco Lindor took like bad blood to the Yankees, like calling out his own pitcher for tipping his pitches. Well, maybe Taijuan Walker shouldn't have been tipping his pitches last night. How about that, loser? Jalen says, Pat, if the Yankees want to win going forward, they need to play Tyler Wade and they need to call up these young guys. I don't care, DFA Torres, Gardner, and Gio until they get their act together. I think that's the spark. I don't know, dude. They're not going to DFA any of those guys. Unfortunately, all 3 of them will be back next season. So all we could hope for is to those guys, for those guys to kind of just pick up their production moving forward. You know what I mean? Red Sox are becoming week 2. They're vulnerable. Bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. The wild card is anybody's race for the taking. Just like I was telling you guys the wild card standings here. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I just had it up, and then I took it off so we could see the pitching matchups. Also, chat, you guys are going to tell I don't have my split monitor set up today just because I was watching the game on this TV because we were doing the watch party with Wardy. But now, I mean, dude, Oakland and Seattle both lost today, so they're 3 games back of both wildcard spots. The Yankees, it's basically a race between the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Red Sox, all within 1 game of each other. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Nelson says, dude, I just want the season to be over. Too many heartbreaking losses for me. I want the season to be over, but with a World Series win. You know what I'm saying? World Series looking like it will be Giants and Blue Jays. Disagree. But, I mean, that would be a decent World Series if the Yankees aren't in it. Majestical Chicken says, Pat, I don't understand why fans would say our season is over. It makes no sense. Hashtag Red Sox fan conspiracy. LMAO, go Yanks. It doesn't make sense to me either. The fact that, like, Yankees fans can, like, count out the season doesn't make sense to me. It blows my mind, dude. It blows my mind. And I don't think I'll ever get over these people. We're probably going to be, like, enduring them every single time the Yankees lose over the next, 3 weeks until the season ends. All you guys can count on is that I will be on here every single day, before and after every single Yankees game, except Tuesday. Probably not going to have a pregame on Tuesday. Not sure what time Tuesday's postgame is going to be, but I will be live at some point on Tuesday night. But I'll be on here every single day, for the most part, and I'll be providing you guys with some optimism. Until we have that E next to our name, I'm still very hopeful in the Yankees to make the wild card. I'm banking on that, bro. Sylvester says, Clark Schmidt looked giddy in his post-game interview, shaking my head. Someone needs to school him on behaving after a terrible loss. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I'm smarter than you. Says none of the wildcard team will beat the Rays anyways. All this for a playoff series loss. That's not true though. That's so not true, bro. We're looking at a Rays team that I think is easily beatable in a postseason scenario. Bro, you're looking at a Rays team that we took to 5 games last season, and now they don't have Glasnow, Morton, or Snell. I think that saying like whoever wins the wildcard game is not beating the Rays, I don't think that's true. Mike says, I wish I could be positive as you about this team. I probably got 25 years on you watching Pretenders. I hope you're right and I'm way wrong. See, but I respect that, Mike. I respect people like Mike who are like, I'm negative about this team right now, but I can respect how you're positive. And I wish I could be as positive as you. It's one thing to be negative, dude. And it's okay if you're negative about this team. I understand. But to say the season's over is a very final statement, which is incorrect. You know what I mean? Pat, you missed my comment. Season ain't over. I did miss your comment. I would scroll up and try to find it. But, Jonathan, if you want to type it again, I'll be sure to be on the lookout. Thomas says, personally, I'm a Jays fan, but I hope to host the Yanks in Toronto in the AL wildcard. Listen, Thomas, shout out to your Blue Jays. They're a really good team. I'm going to say this much. I say this all the time, actually. If the Yankees end up not making the wildcard game this year, right, and the Blue Jays do, let's say they face the Red Sox or the A's, I don't know. I am going to be rooting for the Blue Jays in the playoffs this year. I normally don't really care what happens, but I will be rooting for the Blue Jays. I think they're a fun team. They're a likable team. I know they've beat up on us a bunch this year, but I'll be rooting for them. So shout out to your Blue Jays, Thomas. Unless they're playing the Yankees. Completely different. Pat, you're my role model, bro. Don't listen to those haters like Michael. Let's never give up. Woo. Bro, we're never giving up. We're literally never giving up. I tell you guys this all the time. It ain't over until what? Until we have that E next to our name, dude. That's the only way we're giving up. Only way. Really wish they'd go 10-0 in their next 10 games. It's possible. Bro, anything is possible. The Yankees could get hot. The Yankees could take whatever momentum that they gained tonight against the Mets and carry that moving forward against bad teams. Let's go. Let's go, John. Sylvester says, I won't judge them until 162 games. Makes no sense to do so before then. Thank you, Sylvester. I'm happy that we have like a lot of sane-minded people in the chat. You know what I mean? Anybody, whatever, dude. It's so stupid. Rays bullpen carried even with all the injuries. They did. Huge shout out to the Rays. Huge shout out, bro. You see Volpe got ejected from a game after showing up in again? Or are you talking about the one that happened like a few days ago? Aaron Boone says, I'm considering playing Brett Gardner over Stanty tomorrow. Aaron Boone, you're a bozo, dude. If you actually are, you're an absolute bum, dude. Yankees had the wild card handed to them on a silver platter and completely blew it. How is anger not the appropriate reaction? So I think you guys are misleading what I'm saying, because I think I've made it like pretty clear about 15 times now. I feel like a teacher, dude. I made it pretty clear 15 times now. If you want to feel angry, if you want to feel pessimistic about this team, you have every right to do so. But there's a fine line between being angry about the New York Yankees, and that fine line is the people saying that the season's over. You could be angry, but you can't say the season's over, because that's just not factual. It's very reasonable to be angry about the Yankees right now, for sure. I'm pissed off. Bro, I'm probably more pissed off than anyone. But what am I going to achieve by coming on here and screaming about it at 1 a.m. on a Sunday night? What am I going to achieve from that? Nothing, because the Yankees play tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and they could rebound at any point. They could turn their whole season around tomorrow. And no, losing a series to the Orioles is not acceptable. But you know what they could do? They could go to Baltimore, sweep the Orioles, and make it all better. What happened in the past is not acceptable. We know that. But if the Yankees could carry some sort of momentum moving forward, that's all that matters, dude. That's all that matters. So literally just watch every game, take it game by game, and see what happens. You guys all think you're Nostradamus, thinking, well, I know for a fact, I've been watching the New York Yankees for 72 years. And they might be the worst team I've ever seen in my life. The season's over. I'm writing the Yankees off. Bozo mentality, bro. Bozo mentality. Same fans saying season's over cannot join the parade. Thank you, Nicholas. That's a fact. And as AB just said, I'm the captain now. Chat, I'm taking over this ship. I'm the captain now, dude. And that's a fact. Come with me, chat. Let's hop on this ship. Let's ride off to the World Series together. We're chilling, bro. Let's go. If you guys are really going to let, the Mets end our season, you guys got another thing in common. And it's so funny because There's Mets fans right now thinking that the Mets are like in a great spot. And they're what? 4 games out of the division? 4 games out of a wild card spot? And the Yankees are 1 game out of a wild card spot. And you have Yankees fans acting like the season's over. Meanwhile, you have Mets fans who are so happy. Why can't you guys be more like Mets fans? What are we doing? Bro, it's crazy. Like, I'm looking at the wild card standings. The Mets are 3 games out of a wild card spot. And they're 5 games back of the division. And they're happier than most of you guys are. It's ridiculous. Vincent Lee says, Jays fan here. Listen, I appreciate all the Jays fans in the chat. He says, some of your fans are so dumb. So if they won tonight, they're potential champs. But because they lost by 1 run, they're chumps. I don't get it. Have more pride. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you. That's such a solid comment. Because all the people that are saying the season's over, they'd be the same people in the chat being like, well, that was a great series win. The Yankees are back. You know what I mean? I missed your comment again, Jonathan. Hold up. I'm sorry, dude. Let's see. Here we go. He says, if they ain't with us when things are tough, then don't hop back on when we're lifting up the World Series trophy. Hashtag chase for 28. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Love the optimism. Pat, the most important game this season will be the Jays and Red Sox series. If we lose those, we'll be done. Yeah, for sure. And that's why I keep telling you guys. Like, we have 3 games left against the Jays, 3 games left against the Red Sox. Huge series. We're probably going to be doing, like, a bunch of watch parties during both of those series because of how major that could mean to the Yankee season. You guys know that. Shout out to Juan San Diego with the $5 dono. Appreciate you so much, my man. Bang, bang, bang. Give me those Brian Ferry-runs. Let's go. He says, I'm very upset. I'm very angry, upset, disappointed. But one thing I will not do is give up on them until it's officially over and I will go down with the ship. Dude, I'm like the violinist on the Titanic right now. But you know what the difference is? We knew the Titanic was going down. They knew the Titanic was going down. Our ship might not be going down. But even if it does, I'm still playing the violin for you guys every single night. But we're not going down. Keep that in mind. We're not going down, Chad. Look at it this way. We had Schmidt start. Judge leaves the game in the first. Glaber commits an egregious, I believe that's the word, egregious error that led to 3 runs. Heaney pitched, and it still took 3 Lindor home runs to beat us. Thank you. Bro, if everything would have went right for the Yankees tonight, they would have won. And obviously, that's also like a loser's mentality as well. But also at the same time, like, you kind of look at like how good this team still did tonight with everything going against them. So the fact that even if they have a little bit better luck moving forward, I think they'll be chilling. Dude. The ref head says we're happy to be here, bro. Y'all got a cakewalk coming up, and we may finish under 500. Wish you guys the best. Thank you, ref heads. I'm assuming that you're a Mets fan. And shout out to the Mets, dude. I have nothing against them. Any trash talk I was talking in Wardy's stream, that's all fun and games, dude. At the end of the day, like, I respect both baseball teams. I just don't like what happened with Lindor tonight, and I think that's reasonable. But, yeah, respect to the Mets. I wish them the best. If the Mets make the playoffs, I'll be rooting for them as well. I'm from Queens, dude. So, I don't know if I'll be rooting for the Mets after tonight. Before tonight, I probably would. But after tonight, I'm not a fan of the New York Mets at all. Bias, Lindor, both bums. Yo, Pat, read my comment. He says Stan would have snapped him like a toothpick. I still can't believe Lindor mad at the Yankees for them figuring out the pitchers were tipping their pitches. That's loser mentality. You guys know what I'm saying? Loser mentality. Odor's another one. Trash. I'm tired of seeing Odor get like big at-bats for the New York Yankees. He's actual garbage. I don't know how Rougned Odor has a place on this team, but Andrew Velazquez does not. Also, yo, chat, can we address one thing right now? I've basically been live since 7 p.m. because we hopped on here at 7 for the pregame, and then we did the watch party with Wardy, and now we're here. How many hours is that? I've been live for basically like 6 hours, dude. My God. Yanks fan from Queens, is that common? First time on the channel, so just curious. I would say in Queens, we have a decent amount of Yankee fans. I would say it's split 50-50 for the most part in Queens. I'm actually from the Bronx. I moved here, I was like probably like 5. So yeah, I mean, my whole family is from like Bronx, Westchester area. So yeah, that's kind of why like my whole family is Yankee fans and not Mets fans. You know what I mean? Pat is a captain now. That's a fact. DJ LeMahieu shouldn't be leading off anymore. I agree. Eddie might be Aaron Boone because he changed his name to Eddie, but it's still the same profile picture. I think I might have just exposed you, dude. V-Dog says, I like watching catchers behind the plate. Must be frustrating watching Gary try to catch the ball and frame so many pass balls. True, dude. That's very true. Yeah, Gary's not too fun to watch behind the plate, but also the umpire was brutal tonight. Brutal stuff from the home plate umpire. Wasn't good at all, but it is what it is. Has Lindor risen to Altuve hate status after tonight? I hate Lindor probably more than Altuve. They're probably pretty even, to be honest. Yeah. The Yankees should acquire some more players from the San Francisco Giants. I wish, dude. Give me Brandon Crawford. Chat, would you guys be down for that? I know he's having like a career year and he's probably going to like die a San Francisco Giant. But I wish we had a guy like Brandon Crawford. Literally just, he's putting up amazing numbers this season. Also, I mean, his defense is exceptional. Like, I'd love Brandon Crawford on the Yankees. That's such a nice thought to think about. But my God, it's never happening. When is he a free agent? Brandon. Listen, chat, also, this is just something fun to talk about in like 1:30 on a Monday morning here. But it's not going to be happening, trust me. He's a free agent for the next 2 seasons? Wait. Oh, dude, he just signed an extension last month. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks, dude. He just got an extension last month for 2 years. So that's not happening. Whatever, dude. He's not cutting his hair, Pat? Probably not. Probably not, bro. The Giants are going to win 100 games. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. Same way how I'm so confused that the Rays are going to win 100 games. Blows my mind. Mr. Smiles, more like Mr. Whistle. Bro, he could literally whistle to himself all offseason because the Mets have no shot at making the playoffs. Give me Posey. Posey would be cool. Posey's getting up there in age, though. I'm not too sure how old Crawford is, but I don't think he's as old as Posey. Brendan Bell tapes a C on his uniform, then hits a walk-off that night. Insane. They might be the team to beat in the NL. Bro, I'm definitely going to be rooting for the Giants as far as the National League goes. I like that underdog story. And it's funny because there was a Giants fan in Wardy's chat, and he was kind of like, yo, Pat, thanks so much for Thairo Estrada. He's raking with the Giants. Is he actually doing that good with the Giants since going over? I honestly haven't really paid too much attention to what any other team in baseball has been doing for the most part. He's batting .272 this season with .331 on base, .787 OPS, 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. I guess that's solid. Shout out to Thairo Estrada, bro. Giancarlo Stanton said that the Yankees were not whistling last night because Walker was tipping pitches. Stanton also stated that you cannot do something so obvious to relay pitches to a teammate. Thank you. And this is exactly why I'm so pissed off as far as Lindor taking offense to the Yankees whistling. Just shut up, dude, and play the game. What is wrong with you? You overpaid fake superstar. Loser, bro. What is it with Judge's health? Bro, I don't know. He left the game tonight with dizziness. I'm hoping he's going to be back in the lineup tomorrow. I'm doubtful, though. Chad, I'll be shocked if Aaron Judge is in the Yankees lineup tomorrow. If he is back, I'd probably say Tuesday is going to be the way to go once Judge does return. I'm trying to check Twitter right now to see if there was any updates on him, but I don't see anything really. Chat, does anyone have an update on Aaron Judge? It says he could return Monday, but who said that? So apparently Aaron Boone said he spoke with Aaron Judge after the game and said he's doing pretty good. Boone said he hopes Judge will be available tomorrow. So maybe we could see Judge coming in a pinch hitting opportunity. The fact that Judge is doing better though, that's huge. Also, let's not forget Judge was out on the field when that little benches clearing whatever scuffle happened. So yeah. Also, yo, chat, I came on here tonight not even expecting to go the full hour because I was like, yo, it's so late. We're probably not going to go the full hour. We're going the full hour tonight. We're 15 minutes away from it, so why not? Listen, once again, appreciate you all so much for stopping by tonight, especially after a brutal loss. We're still having fun tonight. That's all that matters. Yo, Pat, thanks for your positivity vibes. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you all, too. Why do Yankee fans hate Giancarlo Stanton? He's an elite hitter. I don't know. It just seems like Yankees fans just gravitate towards a player that they want to hate all the time. So since Stanton's been good this entire season for the most part, they've kind of transferred all their hate to Joey Gallo. So now Yankee fans just entirely hate Joey Gallo instead of Giancarlo Stanton. It's weird, I know, but it is what it is. I do want to ask you guys a question in the chat, though. As far as tomorrow goes, I want you guys to, give me, a yes or a no or maybe, an alternative option. So tomorrow's game starts at 2 p.m., right? I'm obviously going to be live before the game at 1 p.m. for a little pregame action. Then after the game, We usually do the Pat and Dan show directly after the game on Mondays, but Dan's not going to be available until 9 p.m. Should I do a post-game directly after the game and just recap the game and then hop on again at 9 for the Pat and Dan show? Or should I just hop on at 9 for the Pat and Dan show? So chat, post-game and Pat and Dan or just Pat and Dan? Let me know what you guys think. Short post-game and Pat and Dan? We could probably do that. We could probably do like a 40-minute, 40-minute post-game tomorrow just so we can kind of get like some instant reactions. And then we'll do Pat and Dan show at 9. Okay. Looks like everyone's saying both. So, chat, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow because I don't want to, like, waste too much time tomorrow after the game, like, talking about the game. We'll save some stuff, like, for Pat and Dan show at 9. So, yeah, bank on that. We have a lot of content coming tomorrow, chat. I'm going to be live practically all day again because we got pregame at 1, postgame directly after the game, and then Pat and Dan show at 9 p.m. So, I guess that'll make up for no pregame on Tuesday. So, yeah. Big Brain Borg says, just watch Stanton's post-game interview. He held himself accountable for not coming through. And you know what? It's not even Stanton's fault for not coming through, bro. It's not at all. He came through. He did his job tonight. You kind of can't count on him to come through every at-bat. He's not Francisco Lindor. You know what I mean? It's so random how he came through just about every single time tonight, but it is what it is. Pat and Dan show after dark on Twitch. Maybe I'll go live on Twitch tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe. If the Yankees lose tomorrow, head should immediately roll. The Yankees should not wait for the offseason to clean house. They will, though. The Yankees would wait until the offseason to clean house. I don't know, though. We'll see. I'm like 99% certain the Yankees turn around if you play the music. Dude, maybe we'll wrap things up tonight by playing the music. I don't think so, though, just because this is a very long stream today, and I kind of don't want to get it, like, demonetized because of the music, but we'll see, dude. Jacob says, this has been the most frustrating string of games that I've ever watched as a Yankee fan. The infield is making stupid errors every game now. They don't even look motivated anymore. They suck. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, and that's also why whenever someone's like, yo, I'm so pessimistic about this team, sure, I 100% understand. And also, yo, this is one of those nights where, chat, we're all up late. We're all up late. Emotions are flying high, but I guarantee you guys when you wake up tomorrow and we have a day game and we can kind of just erase all the feelings that we have about tonight tomorrow, with a win, I think everyone's going to feel a little bit better when they wake up tomorrow. I really do. I know this always happens to me, like, chat. Even, like, coming on this stream tonight, to be honest with you guys, I didn't even necessarily want to do a post-game stream because I was, like, that pissed off after, like, being on the watch party and just going through all that. But, bro, you hop on anyway, and then after the streams all the time, I always feel so much better, like, mentally. It's like a therapy session, bro. Welcome to the Unhinged therapy session. Bang, Patty group hug. Let's go. Revhead says, can we talk about the 4-3 strikeout? Okay, so there was that one Gary Sanchez at bat where I was so confused because the count said 3-2, and then ball 4 was high, and they kept going. Now, can someone explain that to me? Was the problem was that ESPN put the ball that hit Gary Sanchez's bat as a ball? Did they put that as a ball instead of a strike? Is that what happened? Because that would make sense as to like why the count would be wrong. But I was so confused. Or did they actually give him like 4 balls and not a walk? I'm still confused as to what happened there because that could have changed the whole game. Jacob says this has been the most... Oh, I just read that. Can we... Just read that too. Sorry, chat. I'm not there right now. Eddie says, did you see Sanchez's framing on the green AB? If Sanchez could frame 2 strikes that green through, it would have been a different pitch, and that wouldn't be a home run. Higgy should be starting. Bro, Gary Sanchez is going to be really rough. And I think that's kind of a positive, right? If the Yankees do make the wildcard game, we will not see Gary Sanchez starting behind the plate. So that's a plus. You're not really going to have to worry about that too much in a one-game wildcard because Higgy will be catching for Cole. Imagine Higgy comes up with like a 3-run home run in the wildcard game. I wouldn't doubt him. But yeah, it is what it is with Gary at this point. I'm not really expecting him to improve, but would it be nice if he improved behind the plate? Sure. Am I expecting it, though? Hell no. John says, if the Yankees miss the playoffs, Boone and Timms 100% must go. If the Yankees make the playoffs, Boone and Timms 100% must go. I agree, bro. I've been saying it so long, right? Even if the Yankees do find a way to make the playoffs, I want Boone gone at the end of the season. And Timms, he's an automatic, like, goner, bro. I don't think anybody's looking at Marcus Timms and like, he's the hitting coach that we need moving forward. No, dude. So moving forward, I think even if the Yankees do find a way to make that playoff spot, which I think they will, I think that Boone still needs to go. I think what he kind of proved this season is he has no grip on the clubhouse, right? This team is so inconsistent, a roller coaster of a season, and I think they need a different face, kind of provide some different motivation, some different vibes, especially with a new young core coming up within the next few seasons. I'd like a different manager to be at the helm of that ship while I play the violin. You guys know the deal. Yankees players should be ashamed to show themselves in public if they lose another series to the Orioles. Listen, dude, if they lose another series to the Orioles, you guys might see me come on here and be like, yo, season's over. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're at least going to be taking 2 out of 3 from Baltimore, if not a sweep. So we'll see. Eddie says Sanchez should stop doing his dumb one-knee stance. Whoever taught him that should be fired. Bro, it was honestly probably like Marcus Thames. Like, I know he's not like the catching coach or whatever. Marcus Thames probably like, yo, Gary, it'll help your hitting if you go on one knee while you catch. It's whatever. Hopefully this sparks the team going forward. The Yankees had a lot of energy today. And that's what I'm hoping too. I hope that the Yankees carry whatever energy that they might have bundled inside today. Carry that into the Bronx tomorrow. You're going up against John Gant and the Twins, a team that you historically demolished at Yankee Stadium, and a pitcher that you just demolished at Yankee Stadium like less than a month ago. So there's no reason why the Yankees can't walk into Yankee Stadium and just dominate the Twins. There's no reason why they can't. And the only reason why they wouldn't is because they just suck at day games. And that's just a fact. The Revhead says, that's how I feel about Luis Rojas. Great guy, signed a jersey for me, but he can't be a manager in the future. I know a lot of Mets fans are saying that about Rojas as well. He doesn't seem like he's a good manager. He seems to have zero bullpen management, based on what I saw that series against the Mets. Zero bullpen management from the Mets. It'll be interesting to see that Mets bullpen in like a potential postseason game. Like, there's no way it would end well for them at all, bro. They'd have to throw one of their starters out in the bullpen if they wanted things to work. Probably just Pat and Dan. What does that mean? Eddie says Yankees need to go after 4 things this offseason. A shortstop, a catcher, starter, and a good bullpen arm. I agree, but do I think they're actually going to do that and like pull the trigger on like revamping this entire team? Probably not, to be honest with you. I don't really see it happening, but I hope so, dude. I really hope so. Eddie says, is it just me or does every fan base hate their manager? It's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of hard not to, just because, like, when things go wrong for a baseball team, it's very easy to put the blame on a manager, right? I'm not saying that Aaron Boone, like, hasn't done anything wrong this year, but the manager's, like, the scapegoat, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how bad the Yankees are, like, Aaron Boone has to take the garbage with it, and I think that his responses to the media are terrible, and that's what pisses me off the most, too, right? Like, after a terrible game like this, we'll see him go to the media, and he's like, oh, we just need to play better. I think we have a great group of guys. Rather than being like, no, like how we're playing is unacceptable. This is not who we are. We need to go out there and just stop making a fool out of ourselves every night. And then I would respect Aaron Boone a little bit more. But to be like, yeah, we have a great group of guys. They just need to play a little bit better. That's not what I want to hear from the manager of the New York Yankees while we're 1 game out of a wild card hunt. That's not what I want to hear. Conrad says, if I'm the Yankees owner, I'm taking away all player amenities. Motel 6 only, coach bus rides and flights, eating nothing but quinoa, wash your own uniforms too. They'd never do that, bro. 1, because the players union would have an absolute fit. And 2, because they would kind of say that would make them play worse, like living in such bad standards. So I don't think that that's a good idea. But yeah. Lori says there's no worry that they will choke in the postseason because the Mets won't be there. Fair enough. Should the Yankees get rid of everyone in the lineup besides Judge, Stanton, and Velasquez? Bro, Judge, Stanton, those 2 deserve like a free pass from anyone who's looking to hate on them all offseason. Like, I know going into this season, a lot of people were hating on Stanton for not being healthy last year, all this, all that. But going into next year, you can't say one bad thing about Giancarlo Stanton or Aaron Judge. You can't. Because coming into this year, the injury-prone narrative was high with both of them. But that narrative is dead now, bro. Completely dead. A lot of catchers do it so the ump can have a clear view also because they are lazy. I guess that make the clear view thing kind of makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if it's because he's lazy. I don't like to throw that saying around with Gary Locke because we don't know if he's lazy, dude. As far as like what people in the organization say, obviously they're not going to say he's lazy. But they say like he's a very hard worker. So I don't know. It's frustrating to see him struggle so much, especially considering like how high we hyped up Gary Sanchez when he first came up. You know what I mean? John says, why did the Mets let Brad Hand pitch to Stanton with first base open? I understand not wanting to bring in the go-ahead run up to the plate, but that would have been a much better matchup than Stanton. I agree, and I was on stream with Wardy And I was like, yo, I don't know why they're pitching to Stanton right now. All I do know is that Stanton's going to be tying up the game here. And what happened? He tied up the game on the next pitch. And I don't want to say I'm Nostradamus. Call me Pastradamus. That's much nicer. Stanton got injured. Stanton did not get injured, bro. He was on the IL for like 10 games this year, bro. If you want to like classify that as like one of his injury prones, it's whatever. Also, yo, this Stye's really pissing me off. Like, dude, who here has had a Stye that has like left and came back a week later? Because that's exactly what happened to me. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is, bro. And like my eyes like all itchy and stuff. It's annoying as hell. Eddie says Velasquez is incredibly overrated. Sorry, I like him. He's a Bronx-born kid, but he isn't Mike Trout like Yankee fans treat him. Bro, I don't think any Yankee fans like treating him like Mike Trout. But is he a solid, like, versatile player that the Yankees could use right now? Yeah, for sure. Is he Mike Trout? No, bro. Like, I don't. If any Yankee fan's saying that he's Mike Trout, that's wrong, dude. Vincent says, to me, the pennant race is the most fun. More teams and games are involved. Enjoy the moment. Just be glad you were right in the thick of it. Tampa Bay fans are bored right now. Listen, Vincent, if you're a Rays fan, shout out to you guys. You got the division locked up with a lot of time to go left in the season. But, yeah, the pennant race is fun, but only if you make the postseason in the end. You know what I mean? I'd be happy to be a Rays fan right now. Just be bored waiting for the playoffs. But, yeah, as Conrad just said, I'll take bored over raging mad any day, where I have to come on here and kind of defend myself to Yankees fans who are already given up on the season. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating, especially when, like, bro, you open Twitter and you see people who, like, whose opinions you normally respect, right? And it's the same people saying, yo, season's over. It's annoying as hell. It's like, it's impossible to have a logical conversation with anyone when they just think that the Yankees season is over. It's weird, bro. It's so weird. It's times like this where I wish I didn't have social media and being in a WhatsApp group chat with other sports fans. It sucks, dude. It sucks. Eddie says, I honestly have no clue why the Yankees chose to start Clark Schmidt in a must-win game. They didn't have any other choice. It was either Clark Schmidt or Heaney. So, pick your poison, dude. Now the Yankees are winning the division. Bro, I wish. We still have the posted here. Chat, this is a huge L. Huge L. Look at that. Bro, we wrote that almost 2 months ago. We've been through so much together, dude. Love you guys. Velasquez should 100% be brought in every game as a defensive replacement for Gleyber when we have the lead. That's what I'm saying. So, obviously, what Aaron Boone said is they're not going to be using a defensive replacement for Gleyber. But moving forward, I would love to see like Tyler Wade come in late in games to play shortstop for Gleyber. I think that would be awesome. Clark wasn't bad. He wasn't. Clark wasn't really bad at all. He lacked control of the zone for a lot of the time. But he didn't pitch bad whatsoever, and I was kind of saying that on the watch party tonight. He didn't have his best control, but I still think he worked through it pretty nicely. He's not the reason that we lost by any means. The Yankees defense let him down, and once again, the defense looked like they were lost. It looked like they were playing Little League, and it just seems like something that's been happening so much lately. It's terrible. There's this guy on Twitter named Jared Carabas. He's a Red Sox fan. He pisses me off so much. Listen, I actually like Jared Carabas. Shout out to Carabas. He's a Red Sox fan, but he's a troll, dude. He is a troll. He's a king troll, and a lot of people fall for it. Kind of like how I troll you guys with Brett Gardner. But yeah. Clark gave us a chance to win. That's fair. That's very fair. Clark Schmidt did give the Yankees a chance to win tonight. Did they end up executing? No. But did Giancarlo Stanton do the best? Did he try his best to help the Yankees win? Yes. Did other players on the Yankees try their best to help this team win? Yes. Did they end up falling short despite the fact that the whole team, for the most part, ended up playing very well? Errors aside, yes, bro. And I hope that they can carry that momentum moving forward. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens as far as the playoffs go. But I want to wrap things up for tonight's postgame by saying this, right? It's 1:40 a.m. It's September 13th. Dude, a lot of you guys have work. A lot of you guys have school tomorrow. So, once again, I'd just like to appreciate everybody for stopping by. I know, like, dude, it's not the most fun post-game party, but we're still keeping that optimism. Anyone who's saying that the Yankee season is over, you're a bozo, you're a loser, dude. I don't want to see you back on the train when the Yankees start doing well again and we win the World Series, because I'm still banking on that. I'm still banking on the Yankees making the postseason this year. They're one game out of both wildcard spots with 18 games to go, 6 more games against the Red Sox and Blue Jays. They got this in the bag, bro. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the pregame stream at 1 p.m. The game starts at 2, so I'll see you guys live for the pregame at 1. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of your night. Go get some sleep, chat. Wake up tomorrow with some positive vibes. I'll see you guys for the pregame. Bring those positive vibes to the pregame. Let's go. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. Be sure to join the Discord. It is the pinned comment at the top of the chat there. But yeah, once again, appreciate you all for stopping by. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Let's go Yankees tomorrow. Peace.
Balloon Beat.